some pretty thorough advice for Dragnot and Mrs. D on how they should run their marriage. And I thought that was really interesting because I also caught the tail end of your, and I use this term very loosely, debate with Ned, otherwise known as negation of P. In fact, I caught the last question. Well, what was supposed to be the last question, and about divorce and whatnot. And I noticed that you didn't want to answer that question because it was personal and trolling and whatnot. Since you obviously didn't get the point of my last couple videos, Gman doesn't understand integrity, Gman doesn't understand consistency. Like we say in the Army, I'm going to break it for you down. I am going to break it down for you Barney style. Alright? So here it goes. Couldn't help but notice that from a video you had a couple years ago, a conversation with an atheist, you happened to mention that God had sent you a woman, put a woman in your life. And you had some things to say about that, but I did notice that there is, or at least was at one point, a woman in your life. So where'd she go, man? Where's Mrs. G? Because, like, what you don't seem to freaking understand, man, is that you seem to think that you can say whatever you want about people's personal lives and then still come off like you can cry foul when somebody wants to dig into yours. That's not how this freaking works, man. Right? If you want to dish it out, you got to be able to take it. So, where's your wife, G-Man? Where'd she go? You've admitted to her to having a woman in your life on a live stream, and I'm pretty sure it wasn't your mother. So where'd she go? You want to stick it to people. People are going to stick it right back to you. So here we are. Here's Sarge, and he's sticking it to you. Where's Mrs. G-Man? All right. Because at this point, I can really only come to a couple conclusions. Maybe one or two more, right? One, she left your ass. In which case I say good riddance. Two, you were lying. And I'm really not surprised if that's the case. Or three, and brother, you have my deepest condolences if this is the case. Something happened to her. In which case I do understand why you wouldn't want to discuss it. But man, you don't want people to dig at you, right? You got to stop digging at them. You got to stop freaking picking at people and then acting all surprised or offended or sad when they come back at you. So, what's the deal, man? Where's Mrs. G-Man? You said you'll never back down from a challenge. You said that when you were talking about Jade. Right? And you wanted a Catholic to come and defend her. You said you would never back down from a challenge. So here's my challenge. Tell us what happened to your family. Or at least give us something definitive, like there was a tragedy and you don't want to talk about it anymore. Because I'm going to ram this one straight home. And I ain't joking when I'm wearing this uniform. I'm not joking when I got my Sarge face on, man. So how about it, dude? When are you going to understand one of the fundamentals of character, and that's freaking integrity? Do you even know what that word means? I don't know if you know, I don't know if you don't know. I know you're live right now. I know you're not going to see this until probably later, when one of your little buddies is going to be like, oh, the atheists are picking on you again, or the fake Christians are after you. Well, dude, you know what? I'll just say this. You freaking started it. Alright? You started this freaking war. Do you think you can end it? Do you think you can sustain it? Stop initiating. Stop going after people. Stop aggressing. And all this goes away. Do you want to keep playing the game? Boy, I can play the game. Yes, I can. And so can other people. So how about it, man? Let's find some integrity. Let's find some character traits somewhere in there. Somewhere deep down in that thick skull of yours, I know there's some kind of decency or positive character traits buried down in there. You need to dig deep and you need to find them, man. That's all I really got to say. All right, I got work to do. Have a better one.